Relax. Let's get settled in. We're going to start with the sutra, compassion. Plant seeds of peace in your mind and in your heart. Cultivate compassion and nurture kindness. The lotus flourishes in muddy water. Love pierces the darkness naturally, without a thought. Tend your peace garden with serenity and harvest happiness. The direction of my life is to protect others. Desire, anger, ignorance never take root in this garden. The struggle ends here, this moment, with me. I'm going to start out seated, and I'm going to start working on breath first. Make a little triangle. Put it on your abdomen. Feel your abdomen rise and fall as you breathe deeply, slowly, and rhythmically, just like the waves on the beach, no stopping. Next, we're going to take a nice, slow, deep breath and begin to spiral. If you're standing, just shift your weight. If you're sitting in the chair, let your spine be the fulcrum point. This first spiral is a physical inventory from head to toe. Do you have any injuries, pain, pressure, stagnation, anything you need to work around or work through? Or maybe you want to acknowledge that everything is in good working order. We're going to shift gears and shift directions. This time it's a mental inventory. What is it we need to purge? What is it we need to set aside in order to be present and to be mindful? Debts, fears, worries, resentments, anger, and politics. Set all that aside. Past issues, future plans, put them in a bag and pick them up on your way out. Our goal is to be relaxed, but also aware of our surroundings. We're going to shift gears just a little bit one more time, this time going straight forward and back. Tuck in the chin, round the back as you go back, put the chin out, and straighten as you go forward. Basically rocking in the chair. Forward and back. Okay, I just want you to know that you can modify or change any exercise. You can stay in the chair the entire time. Whatever you need to do to make it fit your emotional, physical needs. I'm going to step back and bow to you as a bow of greeting. And it's going to follow with bows of gratitude, showing appreciation for everybody that's helped us along the way. Teachers, tutors, mentors, parents, grandparents, grandchildren. Thank you so much. So much to be thankful for. Feet about shoulder width apart. We'll start with that triangle at the abdomen again. Bring it to prayer position to the heart, to the forehead or the third eye. Bring those hands up above the head. Tilt the head back. Hold that stretch. Straighten the head out and bring the hands down. When your hands get to your eyes, you can sink. The body will stop, let the hands continue. And then on the way up, when the hands reach the eyes, you can rise again. And bring the hands up above the head one more time. Hold that stretch. Bring the hands behind the head. Brush the neck and the throat. Go down the midline to the belt line, from the belt line to the kidneys. And massage the kidneys. Let's very gently stretch out the neck. Let's get our hands in prayer position and then to sleeping dragon. One hand horizontal, the other hand vertical. Let your chin rest on your wrist and just tilt your head. Stretch the neck nice and slow. Come back to Wu Qi and go to the other side. Back to Wu Qi. And now we're going to work the eyes. So just move the hands side to side and follow with just the eyes. So you're just moving your eyes from right to left and left to right. Not even turning the torso. Now we're going to slowly turn the torso and continue to follow the hands. All right, let's bring those hands down, bring them out to the sides, squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit, and then come forward like it's a slow motion clap. Stop short of touching the hands. Bring the hands back out, and this time we're going to clap for real. Then, with your gentle fist, tap your kidneys. Tap on down the sides of the thighs. When you get to your knees, open up to a nice cupped slap. Inside, outside both knees. Behind the knees. Follow the torso up. 2 fingers to each side of the crown of the head. 2 fingers to each cheekbone. 4 fingers under the chin. Up the arm, down the arm. Let's go to shoulders. Rest your palm on the collarbone, massage the shoulder, rotate the shoulder. Do the same thing on the other side. Rotate. Cross from shoulder to hip with the heart in the middle. And then straight down the midline. One hand follows the other. Brush downward. Going to make a couple of beaks with the hands. Again, put them under the collarbone. Basically like chicken wings. And then bring both elbows forward and both elbows back. Forward, back. And let's go. One elbow forward and one elbow back. Going to work the fingers and the wrist. Let's bring them up like we're playing a really high piano or an organ. Just wiggle the fingers. Bring your thumb, touch your pointer, middle, ring, and pinky. And then reverse, pinky, ring, middle, and pointer. Rotate the wrists, both directions. Open up, push out to the sides, open up, and flick the wrists. Going to work the knees. You can either put your hands on your knees or bring them down to just like you're polishing a little short coffee table and rotate slow, small rotations in each direction. Work the knees. Put the hands behind the back and rotate the hips. Again, both directions. Feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to do some spinal breathing. Let's go. Let those hands down the midline sink. Form some gentle fists down at the bottom. Rise, come up, and then controlled lean back just like a yawn. Tongue on the roof of the mouth. And repeat. Bring the elbows in, round the back. Come up one vertebrae at a time. Spinal breathing. Let's fan them out to the side, work into a breath exercise. Let's gather in, inhale through the nose, and sink. Rise, exhale, and open up. Sink, inhale, gather in, rise, open up, and breathe out. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Five elements. Bend forward slightly and sink. And just like you're picking up a couple of buckets of water, bring them up to your hips. Going to bloom for spring. Bring the hands all the way together for fire. Fire goes to the heart. The ashes fall to the earth below, the abdomen. Inhale, exhale for metal at the lungs. And then we return to water. Serenity and wisdom. Repeat. Water, wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Step to the side, bring your weight forward, make a bow, pull back. Make sure your elbow is up. Variation of this is to sink and rise as you pull back on the bow. Bubbling spring, energy's coming up into the ball of your feet and lifting your heels. The first part is simple calf rises. Part two is trying to stand your toes and kind of jiggling. And part three is shaking your skeletal frame, lifting up and letting go. Dropping back down to the earth, lifting up, letting go. This is an excellent exercise outside for jet lag. The bear. On this one, if you have blood pressure issues, keep your head above your heart. Basically going to go half a moon, scan the bottom of the ground, the floor. Variation is all the way around. Blur your vision, look off into the distance, form some gentle fists, and it's a twist punch without locking the elbow into the center. You can squat, you can take steps, continuous and returning fist, switch directions. Stepping and punching. Again, don't lock your elbows. Pull everything back like a Shaolin punch. Parry to the side. Parry to the other side. If you want to keep shifting your weight, you can make a figure eight, parrying to each side. Separate heaven and earth. Let's get one hand palm upward, pushing on heaven, the other hand pushing on the earth. So you're just kind of pumping, sinking and rising, switching hands. That's pushing. And now we're going to blend the two, blending heaven and earth. Here's a variation. When one hand is up, swing it down, and then blend heaven and earth. And continue to bring that hand down. Make sure you do both sides. Bending down and touching your toes. My version is called the elephant. The elephant's trunk goes down, drinks water from the river. Trace the back of your legs, form the elephant's ears in the back, and just like an elephant spraying its back with the water, leaning back slightly, tongue on the roof of your mouth. When you're going down, you're not going to bounce, you're not going to lock your knees. Nice and slow. Trace the back of your legs, return the hands to the kidneys, and lean back. It's a controlled lean. Lift and hold heaven. Many variations on this one. If you can't mesh your fingers together, that's fine. Just bring the tips of your fingers together. Lift them up overhead and look up overhead. Sometimes you can do this with a triangle. Look up through the triangle. Scooping up from the sides, forming that triangle, bringing it up, looking up into the triangle. Working the oblique muscles are going from side to side. First some small circles, and then bending to each side. Gathering compassion and unconditional love for fire, open-mindedness and fairness for the earth, courage and righteousness for metal, stillness, serenity for water, kindness and generosity for wood. Sealing the Qi. Let's bring the back of our palms together, rise right up the middle, back out to the sides, scooping, gathering. After 3, let's bring them up and then straight forward, all the way back up again. This time we're going to bend forward, bringing them down and releasing any weight or anything that we have in our hands. Just let them hang loose, let them drape. Bring the edges of the palms together, scoop up the midline, let it wash over the crown of the head. Let it wash over the face. Prayer position at the heart. Point to the earth, draw up and inhale. Exhale and push out. Inhale back in, exhale down. Inhale to the sides and up, and one more exhale out. Gather into the heart. Both hands over the heart, one hand slides to the abdomen, spiral, move the heart hand to the abdomen, spiral, seal the Qi for part 1, the Qigong portion. Let's start with rubbing our hands. Take the thumb, rub the inside of the palm. Take your knuckles or your fingers, massage the kidneys. Work down, massage the glutes, the hamstrings. Work down, massage the calf muscles. Come up the sides of the shins. Work the quadriceps, the front thighs. Work up the torso. 2 fingers to the crown of the head, each side. Take your thumbs, go to the base of the skull, massage the base of the skull and the vertebrae. Thumbs to the temples, massage the temples. Pointer fingers, smooth out the forehead. On the 3rd try, go to your ears and massage from top to bottom. Upper and lower eye sockets, cheekbones, jaw, throat, inside of the shoulders. Tap the collarbone, tap the sternum. Brush up and down each arm. Brush into the heart. Brush down. Brush into the abdomen. Palm over palm. Spiral around the abdomen. We seal the Qi. Take a focusing breath. Make plans for the rest of the day. Thanks for joining me.